Hello and welcome to Hellow Media. Today we have one of our own as we meet the team. It is Ben, episode 1. You're going to love it.
Hello, Ben.
Hey, Lockie, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, mate. Now, I've got some questions to ask you. How do you keep on embracing disability and keep on going without, being negative about your disability?
I think for me, it's, when I'm editing, I feel like my disability disappears. When I'm doing media, I feel like my disability disappears. For me, doing something that I'm passionate about, doing something that I love doing, and being around people, being around my friends, being around my family, it makes me happy to see, everyone else happy.
So, Ben, what were you doing before you started playing and joining wheelchair basketball? What kind of activities were you doing?
I always wanted to play a sport, always wanted to play wheelchair footy, and that was a passion of mine, but the league wasn't around then. So I had to find another avenue, and that's where I found wheelchair basketball, and a lot of my mates played there. So I thought I'd give it a go, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
How did you first discover radio voice?
There's actually a funny story there, Lockie. The radio show I was doing with the service I go to shut down. I was looking for something to do, and I didn't realise that the show had gone back. Before I realised that it had gone back, I started with Daz because, as I said before, I love my media and wanted something to do that involved, the radio, podcasting. That's how Radio Voice all started, so I guess you could say a happy accident.
I love it with sport.
For me, it was when I was really young. My dad played footy, so watching him play, he's only literally retired probably about a year ago now. So yeah, that's probably one of my earliest memories.
What made you decide to choose media?
When I'm editing, when I'm doing Radio Voice, when I'm doing Hellow Media, I feel like my disability disappears. So I feel like my disability is not a barrier when I do media work. So that's why I choose to do it, and that's why I love it so much.
Can you tell me more about the media and how you got there?
I work for a company called Wallara. I did, it was an early introduction to media. I've got my own podcast, as do you, Zoe.
What is your podcast called?
My podcast is called Ben Sport Talk. So I chat to people in sport that you don't often hear from.
What are your hobbies?
I love my sport, as you know. I love my media. I love hanging out with friends. I especially love hanging out with you. Spending time with family. Love going to concerts. Yeah, and just hanging out and being myself.
Tell me about the funny video you made at school.
I made it with you. I think we blew something up. From memory, I think we were sitting on a couch and then it blew up, and I do remember that one. That was probably one of my highlights from school, making movies.
So Ben, what is your star sign?
I'm a Virgo, so I'm not a huge star sign follower. I just know that I'm a Virgo. I tend to read them occasionally, but do I believe in them? No.
Have you ever broken a bone?
I've broken both my legs. One of the times was getting off a couch.
Oh God.
The other time I was camping and I was sleeping on, the camp beds with the metal rods. I was sleeping on one of those, my leg got caught. I didn't know and snapped.
Oh.
And because I can't feel it, my body went into shock, and that's how we knew that I'd broken it.
Well, travel.
In Australia, I've been to Brisbane, I've been to Sydney, I've been to Hobart, I've been to Perth, and I've been to Adelaide. Overseas, I've been to New Zealand, the UK, I've been to Paris, and I've also been to Hong Kong.
Where are you going to travel next, mate?
I've actually got a trip in the works for planning. The Ashes are coming up. Currently planning that with a group of friends, and we're gonna go travel, follow the Ashes around.
We hope you enjoyed meeting Ben as much as we got to know him more. Stay tuned, there'll be more Meet the Team coming very soon.